Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Judge, as I said yesterday, my goal in this confirmation process is to get an understanding or a handle on your understanding of the proper role of judges in our system of government. The letter said that you personify a disinterested philosophy that respects judicial modesty combined with compassionate appreciation of the lives impacted by your decisions. Now, how can you do both?
Senator, I'm just a person. And I remember how hard it is to be a lawyer. I remember what it was like to represent clients who had problems. I told my kids when they asked me what my job was when I was young, was to help people with their problems. And as a judge, I have to resolve their problems. One of the hard things about being a judge is that somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. You make half the people unhappy 100% of the time. That's the job description. But you have to believe in something larger than yourself and that you're part of something larger than yourself. And I believe in the rule of law in this country. And I believe in an independent judiciary as one of the keys to it. And I feel it has been a calling to be a part of it and an honor.
What is an appellate court's job in your view?
It is a limited but vital role in our separated powers. A judge is there to make sure that every person, poor or rich, mighty or meek, gets equal protection of the law. It is chiseled above the Supreme Court entrance in Vermont marble, though I believe the Lincoln Memorial is made out of Colorado marble. And that is a profound and radical promise, that every person is protected by our laws equally. And in all of human history, that may be the most radical promise in all of law. And what it means to me is that when I sit on the bench and someone comes to argue before me, I treat each one of them equally. They don't come as rich or poor, big guy or little guy. They come as a person.
Now, Judge, some of your critics question whether you have a solid track record of judicial independence and objectivity. In particular, they question whether you would stand up to the current president if he were to exceed his authority under the Constitution and laws Congress has enacted. So, Mr. Chairman, I ask consent to place in the record an essay I wrote on the subject that appeared at scotusblog.com.
Without objection, so ordered.
Now, Judge, how would you respond to that type of criticism?
Senator, a good judge doesn't give a whit about politics or the political implications of his or her decision. Decides where the law takes him or her fearlessly. I walk past every day a bust of Byron White in my courthouse. My courthouse is named for Byron White. And when I do that, I think about his absolute determination just to get it right, no matter where it took him. He said, it's a job. You do your very best and you go home. And that's how I approach things. And if you look at my record, Senator, respectfully, I think it demonstrates that. According to my law clerks, again, when I do dissent, which is very rarely, I do so in about equal numbers between judges who happen to be appointed by Democrat presidents and who happen to be appointed by Republican presidents. And I hate to even use those words because they're all just, to me, judges. I don't think of them that way. But my decisions have always been independent, regardless of who I'm agreeing or disagreeing with. And if I ruled against the government, my goodness, ask the U.S. Attorney's Office in Colorado. I give them a pretty hard time. I make them square their corners, Senator Hatch, all right? And if you want some examples, I'd point you to Carlos Kruger, Ackerman, 3 recent Fourth Amendment cases, ruling for the accused, the least amongst us, against the government.